G'day guys, and welcome back to Old School Runescape. Had a bit of success last time. We managed to rescue the priest in peril and deal with the poor sign of interest. And got a pair of pretty decent looking goggles in the process, including leveling up our Slayer to level 9 as a result of that quest reward. So the next thing on our list is Plague City over in Ardougne. So quest has no requirements, but you know, we'll see what that means when we get there. And this, kids, is a fantastic example of why you should make sure that your recording is unpaused before you start doing things. So I've been running around like a crazy person doing things, and none of it's been captured. But that's alright, mishaps are bound to happen. Whoa. Okay, let's just take a second here. This channel started as a little pandemic project, and this footage was recorded in 2021. So this is future Welshie, I guess. Present Welshie? Anyway, this wasn't the only time in this episode that I made the silly mistake of forgetting that I had paused the recording, and it really took the wind out of my sails. I stopped recording after this episode, and then life took over. I moved country twice, changed careers, and here we are 5 years later. A lot has changed in Old School RuneScape since then. They even added a new skill. And a lot has changed in my own life as well. But I feel ready to re-embark on this journey again. The goals are the same: to re-experience the game that had such a poignant impact on my childhood, and to do it largely unguided. I don't want to read quest walkthroughs like I did when I was a kid, waiting for Rune Tips or Rune HQ to come out with a guide before I even considered attempting a quest. If I do use the wiki for something, I want it to be inconsequential, like looking up how to play a minigame or where red berries spawn. I want the thrill and the satisfaction of discovery. So with our mission statement in hand, and no further ado, let's do it. I'll give you a quick recap on what's gone on. We went over to the house that was mentioned by the quest start over here. And, wait a sec. Future Welshie here again. I've got a better idea. Say hello to Elaine 72. Maybe she's the twin sister of Elaine 71. Maybe she's Elaine 71 in a different timeline. Either way, she's got white hair instead of red hair, so she's totally different. And we're going to follow Elaine 72 as she does what we missed while paused with Elaine 71. So let's go to Ardougne and start Plague City. Alright, here we are. Let's start Plague City properly. So we need to talk to Edmund at his home. Because it's been 5 years, this is going to feel like doing it for the first time again. Hello, Edmund. Dude. Well, good luck. It's the least you can do after calling him old man. Old woman. Man. Man, sorry. Who lives in that castle? I'm 37. What? I'm 37, I'm not old. Anyway. Definitely. Yep, McGrubber's Wood. Beautiful, we can do that. Hopefully the tutorial island supplies are enough. Now I remember his wife's name was Alrina, which just so happens to be also an anagram for an earl, which is the clue scroll that we had and have not yet solved. However, I don't think she's the target. I was very excited that I thought she was the target. Now, the name Alrina should ring a bell because it's an anagram of the clue scroll that we picked up. So I ran frantically across the river to pick it up and go back and talk to her, and for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to have triggered that she's the person to talk to. But I don't think she's the target. Alright, let's go to McGrubber's Wood. Alright, so that's McGrubber's Wood. I know there's an entrance around the back, but maybe we'll just talk to this forester out the front. See what he has to say. Not interested in talking to me, huh? What if I try and go through your gate? Alright. We'll just go around the back. Look at that guard dog. They'd be cute if they weren't so dangerous. No, they're still cute. Alright, so there's some dwellberries. We only need one, I believe. And the entrance is round the back. From memory. Look at that big old patch. Don't mind me, just gonna squeeze through these bars. Nick those dwellberries. No one's gonna be any the wiser, right? Right? Oh dear. Cheese it! Ow! Smooth as anything. Especially considering that we are level 3 with a wooden shield and a bronze sword. Yeah. Alright, let's head on back. So we have the dwellberries. I believe this is actually where we got up to before. What's this Warner doing here? Oh, is that for another quest? I don't remember there being 2 quest markers here. Is that right? Is this the problem with time travel? Is now we have this issue? Oh no. No, he would have been here last time, because this was 2021 when we were recording this last time. Damn, look at those requirements. Alright. So we have the dwellberries. So we brought the dwellberries. Let's go tell Irina that we've got them. Okay. Brilliant, we have a gas mask. Looks terrifying, but that's okay. I guess we don't need the clothes that we got from Sheep Herder. We can just go with the mask for now. Okay. Four buckets of water. We can do that. There's a bucket. And a spade. It's actually really handy. Thank you, Jagex, for placing them there. Except I need 4... Oh, wait. 4 buckets of water. We can just keep filling this one up. Okay. Where do we dig, though? Do we just dig a big hole in your backyard? Oh, yeah. Okay. Where do we do it? We do it in here? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, it's called Mud Patch. Perfect. No, don't. What are you doing? That's 2. That's 3. And this will be 4. Brilliant. Let's dig in. Oh, Edmund follows us down through the hole. Pipe to the south. That comes up in West Ardougne. Alright. This is a very sewery place. Oh, that doesn't help. Okay. Let's go south then. Keep our run energy a little bit. Oh, this one. No. This one? No. That one. That's south. That makes sense. Oh. Well, how do we get rid of the grill? Oh, there we go. Oh. You can't pull it off alone. Sounds like we need some help. Edmund, give me a hand. It's always like rope is an important part of this that that we constantly need and never have with us. How do we get back out of here? Oh yeah, climb up the mud pile that we made. Gigantic hole in his backyard. Is there a rope in his house? Oh, is it a picture of their daughter? Bit sad, actually. Alright, let's go get a rope. You know, I'm very tempted to make rope a default part of our adventuring kind of kit. I've usually got money, a strength potion, and a bunch of food. But a rope is often just as important for these quests, so that might become part of our standard kit. Edmund, come over here and be useful. Beautiful. Jethic. Okay. Do those mourners suspect that... Oh dear. Let's not talk to the mourners, because they're probably going to wonder why I'm here. Hmm. They're separate kings of East and West Ardougne. That's interesting. Maybe he's gone back out to find a cure. Brown hair in her 20s. Okay, we know where the picture is, because we saw that. Let's head back to the house and pick up the picture. We can talk to Edmund, see what he thinks about the picture. We can do that. It's that picture. I really hope nothing horrible's happened to her. These plague-related quests, so far, have not been known to be cheery. Last one ended with just me murdering and incinerating a bunch of poor sheep. Here's the picture. Renaissance family. Yeah, of course. Okay. I'm guessing they're up here somewhere. Oh yeah. Renaissance. Not a problem. What about Alina? It's not looking good. Poor little Billy. Poor little Millie. Wow, they called their kids Billy and Millie. Good job, guys. Also, like, yes, I know there's a plague, but did someone just be like, ah, there's a plague, and then smack, just crack the table in two? Focusing. Southeast corner. Thank you, Millie. Give my regards to your brother Billy. You know what? I'll give him my regards myself. No, Billy's not interested in talking. Oh. Bye, Billy. Bye, Martha. Bye, Ted. Alright. Southeast corner of the city. Go down here. Big old gates. Probably worth holding on to with a bit of run just in case something horrific happens. She does not look good. She looks very grey. You? Who are you? That bit of wall looks suspicious. I don't trust it. There's a smuggling ring going on here. Did you see something? Oh dear. You, okay. I'm looking for Elena. Okay, cool. So they were playing in a building down in the southeast. What does our thing tell us? Ah, it's the boarded up one with no windows, that's right. I suppose I don't mean like the exact southeast corner. That one has windows though. That count as boarded up? That one has a dodgy set of stairs there, so why don't we try and go into it? Oh dear. Very well. Oh, hello. Thanks. An emerald. That'll help. Right, I saw the head mourner here. In this building as we walked past. Oi, you! I want clearance. Obviously not the way to go about this. I don't want to give her away her identity to them. Strict 18 months of training. Does that mean the plague's been around for ages for all these people to get trained up? Alright, head mourner, useless. Let's go to Bravek, the city warder. Who I imagine is probably in the direction where the castle used to be. I'm guessing there used to be a castle here. That be it? Clark? Well, you know, there's usually clerks around government buildings. Bravek, there we go. Wow, he is a hefty boy. Thank you, Mr. Clark. You literally just let me through. Alright, if we cure his hangover, maybe he'll be willing to give us clearance. Got a bunked of milk, Tlen Crin Sorn Lochelet, Vinth a pestle and Mronotar, Ald the Grod Dlocklet to Tho Milt, Banales, add 5 centimeters E Snapgrass 5. Okay, we can do that. Get a bucket of milk, grind some chocolate with a pestle and mortar, add the ground chocolate to the milk, and finally add some snape grass. Alright, let's go get a bucket of milk to begin with. Bucket of milk, and we can buy chocolate from the marketplace in Ardougne, in East Ardougne. Bye! Alright. Chocolate first. Where's the nearest moo cow? There. Alright, we'll get chocolate and then we'll get milk. You, sir. I would like some chocolate. Wow, 10 coins is not too bad. Alright, that's chocolate. Pestle and mortar is going to be a different situation, actually. There's a spice merchant here, right? Does the spice merchant have a pestle and mortar? No, just spice, knife, and garlic. Food traders don't. Silver guy is not going to. Alright, we're gonna go find a pestle and mortar in a bit. But for now, let's go milk a cow. Cow, I require some milk. It's sad that the dairy cows have been staked to the one spot. I don't quite understand why. But alright. Okay, so that's milk and that's chocolate. We just need snape grass. As to where... Snape grass? It is snape grass, isn't it? Yeah. We don't have any of that normally, and I'm not 100% sure where to get it. A good starting point, maybe we'll go try the herbalist over in Tavali. See what they have to offer. Unless there's one closer, which I don't think there is. Taskmaster. Oh, actually, is there a charter boat? No, I think there's one in Port Khazard. I think they sold snape grass, didn't they? That's a lot closer. Let's go to Port Khazard and see what we can find. Maybe they will also... We can have a chat to the charter boat traders and ask if they have a pestle and mortar, because they had a glass blowing pipe when we needed them last time, so... Let's head down there. Alright, we haven't been to Port Khazard before, so... Let's see what it's like on its way in. Not particularly pleasant. It's interesting, the buildings aren't that different to, say, you know, those in Ardougne or elsewhere. But it's the, like, brown earth, it's the debris, it's the dead trees that really, like, lend a feeling of... Oh, and the broken windows. Of, like, just destitute kind of setup. Yep, you're not useful. Show me something else. Why are there two general stores here, I wonder? Especially when they sell exactly the same things. Oh, that's a bank chest. You access your bank here. Oh yeah, it says bank. Alright, cool. I don't need you, Murphy. I need those charter folks. Trade. Very swanky traders. They don't have snake grass. I don't know why I remembered that. There's seaweed and a bucket of slime, but that's just not going to cut it, unfortunately. Most importantly, they don't have a pestle and mortar, but I would say we'd be able to find one at a herbalist. So I think we have to bite the bullet at this point and head all the way back to Tavali. How much is I wonder, can we charter our way back to like Catherby's nearby? How much is it to Catherby? No, I'm not willing to spend that much money at this point. Walking it is then. Or maybe teleporting. I don't know if I have that up yet. I do indeed. Alright. Let's go to Tavali. And we're here. Hopefully, kind herbalist Jatix will be able to help us. What are you? I can't, I'm beyond help. Okay, yeah, he's got the pestle and mortar. Great. Does not have snape grass. You can't. I'm beyond help. Okay, cool, that's it. Okay. So the question becomes where to get snape grass from. Let's give this a bit of thought. Okay, I have to admit, this was another thing that I had to cave and look up online. Snape grass isn't actually sold by any vendors at all, so I'm glad I didn't, exhaustively go around and try as many as I could. It does, however, spawn on this little peninsula full of hobgoblins. In fact, there's one right there. Oh wait, we don't have space. Drop the shovel. Go away. Alright. Leave me alone. Oh wait, we can probably... Okay, if we... Ooh, no, I nearly ate the chocolate. Are you really... You know what? Bugger you, because I'm gonna pick up that spade that I just left there. But we do need to crush up the chocolate. And put the chocolate in the bucket. And I'll go pick up the spade. Oh, defense level 18. Nice. And we'll re-pick up the spade. And you know what? Take this. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have picked this fight. But hey, experience is experience where you can get it, right? It did take our defense up to 18 and our combat level up to 31, so... Oh, limpwort root. Actually, we'll drop the limpwort root, pick up the bones, bury the bones, then pick up the limpwort root. It's a complex process. And then we just need to use the snape grass on the chocolatey milk. And we have a hangover cure. Alright, back to Ardougne. And we'll feed this to the grumpy, terrible current leader of West Ardougne. Okay. This is not the episode for good luck with pausing. I must have paused when I was on my way over to Ardougne and had... What was I doing? I guess I had the hangover cure. Alright, you know the drill. Alright, and with that, the last step of getting all the ingredients for the hangover cure is done. Make sure I don't eat the chocolate. Yeah, chocolate milk. Actually, kinda wanna drink it. Yes, there we go. So, I believe this is where we lost the recording last time. So this time we're not going to lose the recording, and we're going to go back and provide this hangover cure to Bravek and see if that's going to sort him out. And then I literally have no memory of what happens after that, so it'll be exciting. It's also slightly concerning that I have no memory of what happens after we give it to him. Because, yeah, it was 5 years ago, but I mean, 5 years isn't that long on the whole scheme of things, so anyway, we'll see how we go. Here we go. Going up to Bravek, we're going to cure his hangover. Maybe. He might just end up being a bastard after curing the hangover. Yeah, but, like, you know. Is that all anyone said? Maybe, like, yeah, appealing to his desire to run things? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that didn't work. It's a good thing that, you know, they give you extra chances to sort this stuff out. Yeah, hefty boy. That's what... Okay. That's fine. You know what? Bravek's actually not that bad. Maybe he's a little bit negligent, but... You know, this in itself is fine. Alright. Let's go wave it in the face of those mourners. Keep a bit of run energy in case we need it, because to be honest, that's our best defense, given our stats. I wonder why they're called mourners. Nice. Kind of hoping I won't find her in a barrel. It's a bit dark. Oh. Okay. Maybe I was meant to do that later. Maybe there's a part of my brain that remembered this from last time, that searching things was a good idea. Elena! Well, that was pretty easy. Is it all sorted? Why did they kidnap her? Is that relevant? Maybe that's why I don't remember too much, is because, like, there wasn't like a big arc down there. You just rescue her. That's good though. I did it again. Okay. Bye. Can someone explain to me why you guys are mourners? Oh. Well, that's actually really sad. Alright, well I get a little bit of slack cut for them, I guess. They are trying to make the best of a terrible situation. Hello, Edmund. We got her out. A lot of mining XP, that's what I remember. It's really sweet that their daughter lives in the house opposite theirs. Heck yeah. Wow, that actually is a decent amount of mining experience. Look at all those unlocks. And I'm sure we can use it if we have the level for it. Where it be? There it be. Level 51. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Okay, let's go talk to... Oh, let's talk to Arena first. It's like, that's not their daughter, is it? Gee, why did they kidnap her though, you know? That's where you start another quest, huh? Biohazard. I remember that name. She looks quite young and a bit different to like normal RuneScape characters. She's always looked like that. I think this is beginning Biohazard. Okay, we'll do that another time. For now, we just patched up Plague City. And I don't think there was that much to patch up with Observatory quest either. I think it's just I rocked up at the other end, so... You know, yeah. So we came through the battlefield, and I think I remember to turn it back on there, so we can head on down. So we're going to recreate this journey down south that I imagine I had, but I can't super remember from last time. I believe I got smacked by something as I came through the battlefield. So let's just pretend like we'd never done this before. Oh, what's this? A battlefield full of gnomes and Khazard's troops on the other side. There we go. Oh dear, how brutal and scary. I definitely have never been here before. Oh, we do have to get on the north side of the river at some point. Those cherry birds are actually a little bit scary. And where's the big battle tortoise? Isn't there a big battle tortoise somewhere? Oh. There he is! I'm sure we can get to the bottom of all this later. Ooh, Tracker Gnome 3. And that's definitely going to be part of a quest, right? Probably Tree Gnome Village. After I got that mixed up with Tree Gnome Stronghold that time. Yeah. Combat level 45 is chunky. Especially considering we're currently combat level 3. On Parallel Universe Elaine. Not real Elaine. Is there a canoe station here? I didn't know there was a canoe station here. I thought that was just this one. Has there always been a canoe station here? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Creaky knees, greasy cheeks, and smelly toes. The 3 protagonists of this journey. I'm joking. I think we can go talk to them, but they don't actually play a role. Signpost. Step ahead to the reception if you wish to explore Gillenor's most magnificent invention. Alright. Bridge has crumbled. Oh, that's right. The poor, suffering student and the professor. I felt a lot of empathy for this guy, since this dynamic is something relatively familiar to me. Hello. An observatory? Nope, dead serious. Hasn't been working for a long time. Oh man. Oh, this dynamic hits home so hard. I see. Well, good thing it won't be me doing the actual quest. It'll be... Wait, is Elaine 71 parallel universe Elaine? Or is she normal universe Elaine? Just Elaine? I don't know. Yes. And I believe that's where we came in before. So... yeah, I believe. Let me check. Yes, it is. So, I guess at this point, do some wibble warbles, some time ripples. We didn't do it for the other stuff, I guess. But maybe we'll do some wibble warbles. We'll come back to Elaine 71. Goodbye. He's definitely a PhD student towards the end of his studies. It's fantastic. 3 planks. 3 planks it is. We can go to Port Khazard, we've been there before. Don't really feel like going all the way to Varric, so we'll try Port Khazard. Getting books over here. The astronomy book and the glassblowing book. A history of astronomy in Gielinor. At the start of the Fourth Age, a learned man by the name of Scorpius, known well for his powers of vision and magic, sought communion with the gods of the world. So many unanswered questions had he that he devoted his entire life to this cause. After many years of studying, seeking knowledge from the wise of that time, he developed a machine infused with magical power, infused with the ability to pierce into the very heavens, a huge eye that gave the user incredible sight like never before. As time passed, Scorpius grew adept at using his specialized skills and followed the movements of the stars in Gielinor, which he mapped and named and are still used to this very day. Before long, Scorpius used his knowledge for predicting the future and, in turn, he called upon the dark knowledge of Zamorakian worshippers to further his cause. Good job! Living below ground, the followers of the Dark God remained until the civilization of Ardougne grew in strength and control. The kings of that time worked to banish the Zamorakian followers in the area, hiding all reference to Scorpius' invention due to its evil nature. Years after, when the minds of the kings leant more towards the research of the unknown, the plans of Scorpius were uncovered and the heavenly eye constructed again. Since then, many have studied the ways of the astronomer Scorpius, and in his memory, a grave was constructed near the observatory. Some claim his ghost still wanders nearby in torment as he seeks the secrets of the heavens that can never be solved. Tales tell that he will grant those adept in the arts of the astronomer a blessing of unusual power. Here ends the tale of how astronomy entered the known world. Look, I don't blame him for getting dark magic involved in science. There have been plenty of times that I would like to have invoked some level of dark magic to make what I was doing work, so that's fine. What about the glassblowing book? Author, Fritz the Glassblower, the ultimate guide to glassblowing. I can tell you now, the art of creating glass has long been a valued trade in Gielinor. Not many could get by without the use of some item made from this marvellous substance. It's within this book that we cover the basics of the art, in a hope to get you hooked on this popular pastime and trade. To start with, you'll need a few essential items. An empty bucket. We've got that. You can purchase by a majority of general stores and are required to carry the sand you'll need to make glass. A glass-blowing pipe. Found on Antrana or often just northwest of the Ranging Guild. Oh, okay. We didn't have to go buy one. As its name suggests, this is used to blow air into molten glass. Seaweed can be found on the shore in many places, but it is also a frequent find when fishing with nets. This you will need to create soda ash, an important ingredient to the process. Soda ash is made by burning seaweed, and you'll need this to make glass. Other than making it yourself, you can purchase it from other budding glass blowers. With these items, you are ready to begin. You'll need to find a sand pit, and there are a few dotted around Gielinor. Try the island of Antrana or Yanil, for example. Well, we used Yanil, actually. Use your bucket on the sand pit to fill it up. Next, you need to find your way to a furnace. Turn your seaweed into soda ash by using it on a range before using the bucket of sand or soda ash on the furnace to create molten glass. The last stage is simply to use the molten glass with your glass-blowing pipe, and depending on your level of skill, you can create a variety of items. I hope you enjoyed this guide, and please keep an eye out for more of my titles. It's a very straightforward guide to glass blowing. That's all the stuff we already did when we were making that candle lantern to go into the Lumbridge swamps. Right. Well, let's go get some planks from Port Khazard. I'm going to get 3 planks. And on the way out, I'll show you the goblins. The horde of goblins that he was talking about are these 3 guys. Creaky knees, greasy cheeks, and smelly toes. Greasy cheeks worries me the most. Alright, Port Khazard, how are we going to get there? Okay, cross the river up near the battlefield and just go roughly southeast. And I'll keep it recording this time, mostly because even though we've been here once before, the recording was off. And so, why not just have a little bit of a sneak peek? This battlefield, as expected, is actually a dangerous place to wander through. I got hit by some type of missile from the gnome side, I think, accidentally, as I wandered through, so... Don't just wander through random battlefields on your way to get errands done. Lady Serval. You're not an earl. Oh, what are these random buildings here? Oh, they're part of the same... Okay. They're part of the same setup. Of the Port Khazard kind of situation. It just looks like such an unpleasant place to live. Imps. Okay. Where are we going to get the planks from? We'll try the general store. And then we'll try the smith, I guess. No, he doesn't sell them. Oh, they're not sold. They're just on the ground. Okay, let's go get some planks. I'm kicking myself about that pause button situation. Okay, that's 2 planks. We need 3 planks. Any chance that the charter guys sell one? They do not. Alright. I suppose we'll just have to wait for them to respawn and pick up another one. It's a Tyndall... Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, it's back. Okay. Plank. That's 3 planks. Let's head on back to the observatory. You know, in hindsight, you could probably say that Plague City was plagued with technical issues. Maybe. You could say that. Probably shouldn't say that, but what's gonna make me feel better? Hi, we have your planks. Yeah. What do we need for the tube? Okay, well, we know about this. Do we just need a single bronze bar? Yeah. Okay. Well, we actually have pending Adventure Path rewards together, which include a whole bunch of tin and copper. So, how about we do one of these and go pick it up from Adventurer John. Don't mind me, guys, just drawing chalk circles on the floor of your observatory. John! Good to see you again. I would like to claim some rewards. Iron pickaxe, 20 tin and 20 copper. Nice. Alright, I'm kind of hoping there's a little bit of combat in this one, because that might even be able to get us up to 20 defense, which will be a nice situation to be in. Get all of the attack, strength, and defense things sorted out. But for now, let's go pop that in the bank. Probably the shovel and the pestle and mortar as well, and the plague mask. And get the bronze bar made. And then trek all the way back to Ardougne again. And pop the mask in, and we don't really need the shovel either. And take one each of these guys out. And go do a little bit of smelting in the Lumbridge Forge. I've done a little bit of smelting before, but not a great deal. What are the other adventurer path, or gatherer path I should say? Fishing, and we get a whole bunch of bait and a rod. And wood cutting, and we get an iron axe and some logs. It's nice. I'll get around to doing this when we... I am curious at this point now about what's going on with these. And I suppose when we do Client of Kurend, as we're working our way through the quests, we'll get there. Alright, where's the forge? There it is. Let's get some bronze made. Bronze bar. Alright. Let's walk back. Alright. That was a long walk, but we're back. Oh, hang on a sec. Is Creaky Knees using a lens to start... Wow, that's definitely a telescope lens. I don't know if they're using anything telescopy. It just kind of looks like a stick with a chicken on the end of it, but... Who knows, maybe they need a stick with a chicken on the end of it for the observatory. Alright, let's let them know that we have our single bronze bar. They do returns. Look at your receding hairline, mate. You're old. Okay. Let's go get some molten glass. We've been through this before. We know how to do it. We'll go to Yanil first and get some sand. Actually, we'll go to Yanil the south way. I think it's quicker than going all the way back up to the battlefield and then coming back down again. But that means we'll go past Castle Wars as well. So I thought I'll keep this going. And we'll film our first foray into this part of the world. I'm suspicious now of every, little bit of environmental stuff that's around. Whether or not they're inconspicuous bushes or inconspicuous holes in the ground. I still don't know what they are. But that's alright. Where's the teleportation? Just a rock. A big rock. And that's the entry to Castle Wars, which was a very fun minigame that I enjoyed quite a lot. Yeah, that's not an L. And just to the south of us, yeah, there's a bit of an idea of what's to the south of us. An ogre standard, not very high. But yes, that's the, oh, in fact there are some right here. There are some ogres in this area. Oh, you can't go around the south. Okay. So we'll just make a little run past the ogres here. Yeah, this whole area, all ogres there. It's all ogre now. What a pretty sort of front gate to Yanil as well. Okay, there's a sandpit there. We don't have a bucket on us, but I'm pretty sure there's a general store or something or other we can pick one up at. If not, there's a bank at the other end. There's the cooking... Actually, is it a cooking? No, it's a farming. They're gonna have... What is that symbol? The food shop. Okay, they may or may not have buckets. They don't have buckets. Alright, let's go get a bucket from the bank. You know what? Bugger getting a bucket of sand and seaweed. I learnt this last time. These traders sell everything you need to make glass. So let's buy a bucket of sand for 5 gold, why not? And we'll buy actual seaweed because, you know, getting the sand and picking up the seaweed doesn't give you experience, but turning the seaweed into soda ash at least gives us, you know, woodcutting experience and fire making experience, and I think we're pretty close to leveling up with both of those guys, so... Interesting question though, is there a furnace near us? Okay. Ooh! Our woodcutting is now level 5. And that means we finished the woodcutting part of the adventure path, which is nice. The not nice part is we don't have a furnace near us, so we're going to have to go up to Ardougne and use the one next to the castle. So let's go do that now. Alright, we'll set a little fire just outside, so, you know, it's nice and safe and the smoke doesn't fill the room. And use a seaweed to make soda ash on it. And then we'll go and make a bit of molten glass with what we've got here. Perfect. Alright, back to the observatory. At least we're, you know, on the right side of the continent this time. Alright, we're back with our molten glass that we kind of cheated with, but that's okay. I love that it just stays molten and in our pocket the whole time. Here it is. I'll just give it to you with my hands. We can do that. Nothing. You're doing great. The only thing that you're doing is like intense levels of sass, but I feel like that's warranted. That would make me sad. Alright. Let's go into the Goblin Dungeon. I mean, we did see that one goblin using the current or the previous lens as a fire starter. Let's head on down. Alright, well, we'll proceed regardless. Oh, they're just goblins. What's the problem? There's bones and other things around. We don't get a map of it, so... What is going down? What is going on? Alright. There really is a big bunch of goblins in here. Oh, there's a chest. Give that a go. Oh dear. And we've been poisoned. I don't think I have any anti-poison. Does poison go away on its own? At least we're getting the fight that I asked for. Well, that poison kind of hurts. Ow. Once again, another quest with no requirements. I suppose you don't have to defeat it. I'm choosing to defeat it, but I want that juicy defense experience. Does poison eventually go away? Maybe I won't fight those in future, and I'll just kind of run away. That looks like a lens mold of some kind. Prod. Ow. Oh, wow, he's level 42. Alright, let's up our strength a little. Still poisoned. Is this the only way to get rid of him? Like, do we have to kill him? Because, you know, he's pretty powerful. Kind of tempted to forego this whole defensive thing and maybe just turn to a more useful attack method. Especially since she's not really seeming to do too well against her. Oh, no, that's not too bad, that's good. Running out of trout, though. And still poisoned. This is not looking good. Alright, Elaine. Time to get serious. Oh, that poison does hurt. I don't have time, mysterious old man. Picked a bad time. I know you would. I may have to forego your maze this time. I think it's the maze you've come to take me to. Oh, that poison. I think the poison damage is going down though, so... Just get him already, Elaine, just get him! You took nearly all my trout. The gate is locked after all that. Okay, no, I'll talk to you. Oh no, you're gone! Oh no. Okay. And I'm still poisoned. Ah! Alright, the goblin's back. Time to get out of here. Alright, at least we kind of know where the lens mold is. Let's chat to these guys, see what they can say. Okay, poison does eventually go away on its own. And these guys are no help. Alright, let's go restock, figure out a way to get into that kitchen. Alright. We're back with more food. Ooh, hang on a sec. Stay out, we'll check this box. We need to find a way to unlock that door. Behind the goblin. An old goblin hag. Same thing. Cool. Alright. Where are we going to get the key for this? Did I ever actually search in the chest? Or did a spider just pop out and then I attacked it? Okay. Cool. The snoring goblin we can hear. Bones, 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 bones. Ah, there is a warren of them down here. That's a chest. Maybe it contains the key. And there's no map of down here either. Just unending dungeon. Alright, let's try that chest. I bet you there's a spider in it. I don't think we can afford to fight the spiders. I think as soon as they pop out, we're gonna have to save all this for the goblin guard when we eventually prod him awake. Poisonous spider. Okay, bye. I'm gonna lose track of where we've been inside this place. What about this one? Poisonous spider, and we got poisoned. It's alright, we can eat our way through the poison. If we just do our best to, you know, kind of roughly go counterclockwise, we should eventually come across one that doesn't have a spider in it. Ow. I probably panic ate a trap then, I probably didn't need to. Alright. We'll keep on going round. Ah, stop that. Next poison tick will take a trap. Man, the bones in front of the chest are not a good indicator, but that's fine. Ooh, I wonder if that leads up into the observatory. Nothing in that chest except spiders. Let's go up these stairs, see where they lead. Hold on to a little bit of run. One run. Yeah, up in the observatory. And there's an inconspicuous crate there. Okay. And then there's the actual telescope. So the key's not here, but that's how you get up into the observatory. Let's keep searching for a key of some kind. Oh, there's no chest that way. Just fight on through the poison. I don't know whether if you're already poisoned it means they can't poison you any further, but probably just means they can refresh the duration. Surely one of these chests. Yeah, I feel the same as you, dude. Just as empty. Interesting. There's a few goblins in that one. Maybe that's the one. I wonder if that's the path. Oh no, that's a dead end. With a chest in it, so we should give that a go. Oh, they're both dead ends. In which case we have to go all the way around again. Okay, cool. Well, we'll try this one. Spider! Ow. What about this one? Oh, actually contains some anti-poison. I'll take that. Nice. Okay. Oh, no. If you poison me, I'll be so cranky. Alright, so we'll go back to the beginning and come around the other way. But that is the direction to the observatory. We'll keep an eye on that. Alright, going the other way. Starting down this little alcove. What's the bet? This will poison me too. There's a hammer in the spider webs? That's unusual. I'm just going to take that in case it's relevant. Is it going to be a spider? Poisonous spider, bye! Alright. What if it's not in one of these chests in the end? What about this one? There's only two left, so the one with the barrels looks maybe promising, but oh. Okay, finally. Alright, back to the goblin. Alright, is there a more sensible way that we can get past this sleeping guard? Let's say get rid of. Can you bonk him with a hammer while he's asleep? No, okay. We're gonna have to prod him. Here we go. We'll keep it on defense for now, see how far through we can get. With our trout, we may have to change over. Oh, but at the moment we're doing gangbusters, this is great. And that stopped pretty rapidly. Come on, Elaine. You're coming up zeros. What are you doing? Better. Sort of good. Not great. There we go, that's the stuff. 7! That's a solid hit. Oofed. 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 Nice. Okay. In we go. I can imagine. Alright. Alright, back up to the surface. Hopefully this is the last bit. Alright. So, chat to the observatory professor. We have the mold. Yep, that's exactly what they were doing. I get a feeling this whole dynamic, I feel like it was written by a research student who was just done with their professor, or at least someone that knows this whole dynamic. It's quite good. Alright, let's use the molten glass for the mold. Perfect. Here is your lens. I would love to. Yeah, we already got there. Okay, up to the dungeon, through the dungeon, and then up the different stairs. Let's go. All right, here we go. There's the staircase up. Let's see the finished telescope. Quite a pretty dome. You know how, or is the assistant gonna do it? Oh no. Just smacks the lens in with his hand. Okay, he does know how to tune the telescope himself. Do we go upstairs to talk to him, or? Why is there an inconspicuous crate here, you know? Okay. I see the stars. Only 2 of them twinkling, the others are not. Pretty. Okay. Let's go have a chat to the... Actually, no, hang on a sec. Just so make sure we remember it. Okay. 2 twinklers and then like a half moon and a straight down the middle. Aquarius. We saw Aquarius. Nice. It was Aquarius. Thank you very much. 25 water runes and a sapphire. It's better than nothing, you know. The 2,250 crafting XP is nice, that's for sure. Our crafting level is now 17, up from 9. We can now craft unholy symbols of Zamorak and Zerichian robes. Okay. That was a bit of a long one. Also fraught with all sorts of issues, but until next time, catch you guys later.